C9 impressed versus NRG, beating them out convincingly on the third map decider, Ascent. In this video, we will analyze how C9 won this map, discussing both tactics used by the teams. NRG are going to go straight for a B rush. Jet dash comes out. The thing is, these one-way smokes here are really gonna prevent NRG from pushing any further onto site. Right now, it's a minute 30 seconds, okay? Now at a minute 20, NRG are finally gonna push onto site. They need to get this first pick, they do. And after the anchor dies without getting a kill, they'll be running into Victor, who is just tucked away in a cheeky little spot. From this point, the round's pretty much over. So Artist gets this kill onto Jake, which is going to leave two of C9's players dead. So Zephyr has to make a play here to even back up the player count. So he goes for the flash, and now he's going to peek Artist, the only one on NRG who has a ghost. And he knows this. So this is a very good fight to take. It is actually even on the eco round. Now just look at this jet dash from Victor onto the A side. He's going to take so much space. He pings the generator beforehand so he knows where to aim with his smoke, and he just goes straight in. Bang. And Bruni, there's nothing he can do there. He has to fall right off, which is going to allow for A side to be completely free for NRG. Now from this updraft, Victor's actually just going to stay on top of the boxes, which I think Rooney expected. Looking at this pre-fire, going to come out. But he misses the sheriff shot and Victor cleans up. Oh, almost gets that spam. Oh, nice shots coming out from Zephyr though. NRG are gonna run a very similar strat to their pistol. They're just gonna run it up B with a dart, flash, a jet dash, and out they come. Same concept as before. The side anchor has to at least get one, or else NRG are gonna be in a very good spot to win this round. Zealous gets one. Now here comes the 4v4 retake. Out comes the Trailblazer from Zephyr, and he's actually gonna clear Artist out. So NRG know there's one player in A main and the rest are probably on site. Now we're going to see some heroics come out from Leap, who is absolutely sharp. Bang. Now C9 are going to do what they do best, which is trading, in my opinion. Going to run out and destroy onto B. For this round, Finesse is going to start by throwing this A main knife, try to clear out any aggressive players, and it's actually going to hit Leap and the Omen. From this information, Finesse is just going to call to go fast B, as there's probably only one player. And here comes another fast B hit, which we know so well. This time, Victor's actually going to dash over instead of out into this Killjoy molly, which is definitely better. Oh, he needed that kill. Zealous is just going to delay so much. Here comes the cavalry. You see how staying alive and backside there helped so much for C9 into retaking? Like this singular kill on B side between Victor and Zealous probably decided the round. Instead of getting stuck around here, NRG could have taken the site and actually held. Round 5, NRG run it back, B hit, out comes the dash. Jake's alone on site facing off against 4 players. So Zephyr's actually just going to come straight out and try to contest and help his teammate while they're distracted fighting Jake. So here he comes running straight through and he's going to catch out 2 of NRG's players. And at the same time, Rooney's also going to come out market. Just really great team play. That's going to allow Cloud9 to instantly trade back into this B hit. Now this retake's just going to come down to aim. Near that kill on Zealous. Crazy little shot out there. Hey, we're actually going to see a really nice adjustment come out from Cloud9 as NRG have literally gone B every single round except round 2. They're going to put Rooney and Jake the whole B instead of their one anchor player, which they usually do, which is going to allow Cloud9 to delay so much as they've got this Viper orb and then the Viper snakebite. Meanwhile, Zephyr's going to Trailblazer out through into mid and he's not going to spot anyone, which is going to indicate that NRG are heading towards B again, so Zephyr's going to instantly rotate. It's going to lead to 3 players holding B. Meanwhile, NRG have no map control other than B, so they're just going to run into a 3 stack. Comes the utility dash. Victor gets the first. And since the Trailblazer actually doesn't spot anyone into mid, Cloud9 are not going to expect this Artist flank, but they still trade back to hold site. Now Artist needs to at least get one here and survive. Leaf actually nearly wins this round as you feel like NRG are almost going to line up here. They're going to give one-on-one duels as they try to play it together. So for round 7, NRG is actually going to default and try to take mid control as Victor now does have this operator. So they're going to drone, take mid. Now look how interesting this round gets. C9 is going to gamble that no one's going to be holding B. When NRG actually push up into tree, C9 are going to be flanking through A main. It looks like they destroy the turret here. I'm not sure whether it's that or Artist recalled it, but they're going to get pushed back by this Omen. It just doesn't really seem like they're aware of this flank. This round, both C9 and NRG are going to contest for A main. Omen's going to do the one-way smoke and Sky's going to flash for info, while NRG are going to dart onto A, and Victor's going to dash up here as fast as he can to try to get a pick. Now that they've just taken this A control, there's still 3 players in tree holding. Without a flash from FNS, it's going to be really hard for Victor to come out A, especially since Som is all the way outside B main, so his smokes are going to take a while to travel to A. Zephyr tries to come out to A site and hold, but Crashies deploys this drone and it comes through and tags Zephyr, which is actually going to allow for a free kill through the smoke onto him. I think Zephyr actually had a good idea there to try get out onto A to hold site instead of having 3 players in tree, but maybe it could have been better if he just let Jake TP, but that's in hindsight really, as it's kind of hard to just expect a Sova drone to come out and tag you. This is a bit of a weird end of the round. NRG split up half their forces to fake B and their other half to stay A, and their plan is to use their Omen ulti to bring the spike back to A and then re-hit A after using the Killjoy ult to fake B. But C9 have a really good read on this and keep 2 players A anyways. I'm not sure if NRG have used this play in the past and C9 have done their homework, so they expect this kind of play coming out knowing that Som has his ult. But either way, it is an amazing read by Cloud9 to keep these 2 players holding A. At this point, NRG probably thinks that Leaf is the only player on A site, so they come out only looking where Leaf is, allowing for Jake just to get 2 free kills, and he just cleans up. NRG are looking to go A this round. They're gonna throw the KO knife. KO E drops, so they know there's no one holding A main unless they're close. NRG are about to run into a solo Killjoy setup. Got one molly holding the tree lever, and one molly holding this right side site with an alarm bot holding the run out. Victor's gonna do a generator dash, but somehow Crashes just gets melted by this molly. Full HP, now he's dead. Quite an unfortunate death. The defender Killjoy lockdown comes out, the common one for the A retake. And I'm not sure whether there was a miscommunication here from NRG or not, but generally during these situations, you either push tree or fall back. In this scenario, they have a KO and FNS is going to throw his molly to delete this lockdown through the wall. The only problem is NRG pushed tree anyways, which they didn't really have to do, but it's going to come out. This is actually crazy here. I have no idea how Leaf lives. He gets flashed, suppressed, and tagged. Runs into a wall, and he still lives. I mean, it's gonna give NRG mid control. Look at this Killjoy lineup out from Artist. It's gonna pop just before A main, clearing out the cubby. I'm gonna assume this was thrown to destroy the turret that watches B main, but since there's a Viper ult there, it actually doesn't really do too much. NRG are just gonna take mid. Can't really take B main control because there's Viper's pit. And C9 actually get the read to just push up A main. No one's there holding it. This fight from Victor is crucial. Gonna come up. He must hit the shot. Unfortunately, it's a bit uncomfortable as he zooms in as Zalsas peaks, and NRG have no idea about this flank. Like, FNS literally has his knife out. He's probably making a call, like a mid-round call right now after Victor dies to do something instead. He's just gonna die for free with the spike, and that's the round. Those puts the round is also be a B hit similar to NRG's. Victor's gonna try to aim for a pick, but it's not gonna quite work out. He's gonna miss his first shot, set up his dash, get away. Now the crossfire with Crashies is kind of gone. Crashies needs to get at least 1 here to keep his team in it. He's gonna be put in a fight, frenzy duel. Leaf actually wins the fight, and Victor just doesn't hit his shot. Cloud9 do, and that's the round pretty much wrapped. To start this first gun round off, we're actually going to see a really cool knife by FNS. It's going to land here and pretty much tell NRG if there's any A players. C9 seem to read it though and almost know it's coming, so they avoid it and then they walk back into A. And because the knife doesn't actually catch anyone, FNS tends to play towards mid to B and only leave Som to hold A. And because there are 4 players playing B, NRG decide to try to take some space, as you can't just stand in one spot with 4 players. That's kind of absurd unless you're on an eco. So they do go for this flash play. Unfortunately, Victor's timing is a little off as he needs to be peeking like right now as soon as the flash pop. Instead, he's all the way back here, which is actually going to allow Rooney to survive and get away. Dalsis is going to plan this interesting spot. It's planted for A main and under. Now to set up the retake for the rest of his team, Som is going to flash through onto A site. This is actually going to force 3 Cloud9 players to go under, leaving Zalsas a bit out to dry as no one can hold for this drop. Cloud9 are just gonna be sharp trading out here. doesn't quite close it out. Again, on a low buy, C9, instead of rushing A, just gonna rush B. Get dash comes out, flashes. Crashies just can't quite do anything with the smoke. Victor manages to get one. He's gonna need to get more. Finds another, but now he's got Zelsis converging on him. Doesn't really know, probably another player lane and one player stairs. And he just makes a bit of a strange play here. Gets flashed and just not very pretty, and then Jake goes ham with the sheriff. And you gotta assume he hears the drone, so he goes to the pick through the molly to see if he can see it sober. Now Cloud9 are gonna have some great team play. Zipper's gonna flash for Zelsis to push through the smoke. He's gonna get one full off for free. Som comes up through lane, dies to Jake. Initial AWP shot is missed. Zelsis tries to grab the gun drop, who dies for free. But Jake Lex. Crashies does have his ultimate for this B take, so he's gonna want to try use it. But I think he's gonna try get one first and then use it. He manages to get one, but then Rooney, it's an insane trade back onto Crashies, meaning he can't ult. Round 20, the final round of the match. I'm gonna walk up A, and Som's gonna be the lone man to hold it. He's gonna hold the smoke while waiting for the jump spot, sees Leap, immediately smoke. And because C9 have been spotted, they're gonna instantly come out onto A. Then comes the dash onto Jin. And to try help Som hold this site, both Victor and FNS are gonna come through tree. FNS is gonna pop flash and let's see what happens. You're just gonna get destroyed. Crashies ult ends up getting one, but Leaf too sharp. And with that, Cloud9 cement themselves as the best team in North America. Thanks for watching this analysis, guys. Here's the overall score, but at the end, Artis really disappointing so far for NRG. But he is a great player, so hopefully later on in the season, he warms into his role a lot more and starts performing. And honestly, I have no idea where Jake and Rooney came from. I never heard of them since before they came into Cloud9, but they are absolute beasts. So previously with Artis's former team, Fun plus Phoenix, he did play a lot of Chamber. And as seen with Sentinels, when you're pushed off the agents Joe's best at, you won't play quite as well, especially when you're playing new agents like Killjoy, which he really played for FPX. So I guess the rest of the season will tell how versatile Artis can be while also being a strong jet for NRG. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.